And if we ask the stars what they mean, what would they say back to us? Welcome. You want to go on a card journey today? Give me some of your time, and I'll give you some of your story. Well, let's see what the cards say. Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to Koi Place Tarot. My name is Koi, and I'm going to be your tarot card reader for today. What we're looking at in this round of reads is going to be your career read for the month of December. Careers and opportunities, ventures, partnerships, deals we may be breaking, etc. that ultimately lead to where our efforts and our labors go for the life that we want to live, yeah? As a preamble to the read, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but don't always be so willing to reverse. At times, even when it gets difficult, understand we lay it out on the table, right? So we talk about good and bad, rain and sunshine. Everything's up for conversation. Follow along with me in your read today, Cancer. I love my crab people. I know you see me do a lot for your reads in this these videos, but I really do like Cancers a lot. And follow along with me in your read today, Cancer, for your career read. Let's see what your cards say. We're going to start over here, work our way forward, this being your past orientation, right? When we go in time-based phases, it gets a lot easier because careers are kind of easy to map and traject in that way. Show us the cards that we need to see, please, for Cancer in this read. What are the cards we need to see, please, for Cancer in their career read today? We start now with the past orientation. King of Wands, the capacity to do right. In what way? The Tower, something absolutely broke and fell apart. In what way? The Fool, which caused a new beginning. Wow, there couldn't be any simpler than that. I don't know what happened, Cancer, but in regards to your career or your station, something broke apart royally, epically, in the manner of a dumpster fire. Cool. And you took that fire and said, listen, we could sit here and moan and gripe about it, and rightfully so, because I'm still not happy about it, right? This has happened in a very recent past, but regardless, I got a life to go live. The Fool comes out. So we take tragedy and turn it into opportunity. What is next for us? That is what I want to focus on. I can't just focus on a dumpster fire. It's a dumpster for a reason. Cool. Gotcha. Now, present. Show the cards that we need to see, please, in the present orientation of this read for Cancer. Career read. Ooh, well, I will take that. Six of Wands. The notion of recognition and victory. That my efforts are put in properly, that I only go and learning largely from the lesson back there, right? I'm going to primarily put my efforts and engagement where it is appreciated. That's what it is right now. King of Pentacles. The reason I'm going to put this in the upside down is the way that it fell out. So understand, normally in sign-based readings, Cancer, unless you got a one-on-one reading with me, book those if you may. I leave those upside down. For sign-based readings, I tend to have these right side up. This one specifically flips in the reverse oppositional position to me. So I'm going to leave this in the upside down. That King of Pentacles showing if this is the rightful investment, then at some point when it goes in the reverse, we have to admit that this might not have been the best investment for me, but I went with it at the time, right? I don't know if you had a conversation with somebody about this is what's right, this is what's wrong, but hey, you stuck through it. And, you know, props to you, even no matter what happened with that entire deal or scenario, but you did the best of what you could at that point, right? That King of Pentacles, hey, it may not have been the best investment, but it was what was working for me at that time. Ten of Wands, now we sit with the burden of it. We are still better off for trying this new journey and whatever we're going to embark on. We still have to sit with the reality of that investment from that past that once was that tower, right? Something about it is still lingering in your presence that you have to deal with in regards to it before the fire burns out. And that's okay. I don't want you to blame yourself because the tower is that which we cannot control directly, right? That is out of our hands. Two cards in the deck directly represent that, both major arcana, the Tower and Judgment. Those things are completely out of our hands. It's outside forces are not the divine will of the skies. Don't worry about it. They ain't our steeds, they ain't our business. What we do have to sit with, though, is okay, now that we're here, what do we do with it? We make the best of what we got. I know you're determined right now, very much so, to sit with that. We're not running away from anything. We're just planning. Next, show us cards when you see, please. Future orientation for Cancer in their read. Ooh, that almost fell out. We'll see if it comes up again. Show the cards that we need to see, please, for Cancer in their career read. Future orientation. Okay, so in the future, Nine of Wands. Okay, we'll see what the amount of our efforts where they will bear fruit. Fair enough. The Moon, trying to trust in what we don't understand. Okay, so maybe our extrication from that entire scenario happened for a reason. Again, I don't know what happened, Cancer, but it seems like something really went down. Regardless, the Moon, we have to be comfortable with that which we do not know. And I know you don't like sitting with that in your present, because what you do not know is materially impacting you in some way, shape, or form. That's why the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Lastly, Queen of Wands. Surprisingly enough, though, once I grow to little by little expand my horizons and my outlook on how everything went down, I can actually get comfortable embracing the unknown. I'm looking at a Cancer who's willing to take on that fight. Let's do it piece by piece. Underneath it all, Chariot. You choose you. Card of Cancer. Accepting all that journey and everything I see from myself, growing from it. Cool. I like that. Now, show the cards in between. What rests in the space in between all time-based orientations for Cancer in their read? What is held first between the past and the present, the what was and the what is? Show those cards we need to see, please, for Cancer on this read. Okay. Between the past and the present, the Magician. To still be able to trust in your power of creation and what you can do. I trust my skills. King of Wands. We still make the best of whatever happened back here. Speaking directly to it, I gotta persevere. Page of Swords. Let's observe. Let's watch. Let's see how this plays out. That's the best I can do right now. I have to trust in the beginning, even in the things I don't yet know. I have to sit with the reality of whatever happened, whatever broke apart. But even more than that, I gotta find a new place, gotta find a new job, gotta find a new whatever. Still points to the same thing of this won't break me. I refuse. I like that for you. That's a level of rebuttal that could have honestly been the best outcome given just, the storm of the scenario that happened. Now, between present and future orientations in your read, Cancer, the Wheel of Fortune, that everything does in fact change with time if I let it. Why? King of Swords, the right decision comes out and we make it. In what way? Death, card of Scorpio. And so when we accept this complete and absolute ending, we also accept our own transformation. They go hand in hand. When I'm finally done with whatever I was dedicating myself to, that past job or scenario that didn't work out, I can finally say, boom, thank goodness it's done. Like almost like shaking your arms in victory. But for right now, we're transforming, we're growing, and we're getting there. Give yourself the grace and space to let that happen. Underneath it all, Page of Pentacles, we got to give it a shot. It doesn't mean that everything will pan out exactly how we thought it would, but it means that I got to try something. Let's do our best with what we have. So, define the major arcana strewn across the table for Cancer in this read. First, we look towards that tower. What's significant of the tower in Cancer's read today? We start there. What happened? What are the cards we need to see, please, for Cancer in this read? King of Swords. Okay. Ooh-wee, why is that king swinging the sword at a tower or a firestorm? Let's look at the Fool first. The Chariot, card of Cancer. You have come out multiple times in this read. What's the nicest way to say this? There might have been some wrongdoing at the job. The King of Swords. The reason I'm saying that the King of Swords makes choices, but sometimes those choices can get vicious, right? When that's coupled with the Tower, what I'm seeing for you in a career read, right? So we're combining a lot of aspects here, Cancer. There might have been some shady dealings going on at your job, and suddenly everything broke apart. Nicest way I could put it. The books aren't adding up. Let's call it a spade. Something was going wrong in terms of the legality of your old occupation that you had no control over. It wasn't you. I don't see that as you embezzling anything, but there's something that was functionally wrong with everything happening until everything hit the fan. And then when it did, you had to say, you know what, I choose me. Boom. I'm good. Got it. Next, there was the moon. Judgment. Oh, can we trust the universe in that which you do not see yet? Okay, the divine lesson. I had everything planned out with what was going on over here. Now, you know what? Do you trust the process of what will and has yet to unfold? Okay, to the Magician. Four of Pentacles. What we hold on to, hopefully here, the right investments, right? What is the right thing to do given the tragedy of whatever this was? Next to the Wheel of Fortune, the World. And so a chapter closes out, not in the way that we originally expected, but the way that it needs to, rightfully. So to Death, Four of Wands. Interesting. Because normally that represents boundaries and a relationship, or we set the boundaries of this workable dynamic. Here, the complete destruction of that and saying, I'm secure with me. It's a total change of perspective, Cancer. We're saying that, hey, what needs to transform was my reliance on something that blew up in my face. I'm good. I'll find it because I found it before. I will find it again. So in a crossing pattern, the Sun and the true essence of happiness. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Yeah, you really wanted whatever this was. And it destroyed for reasons completely outside of your control. I totally get that. I'm not blaming you for a solitary thing. But what I am saying is, if you could find it once, maybe if you step outside one more time, you can find sunshine again. Resolution. Real cards of resolution for Cancer in their read. What is held in space resolution for Cancer in their read today? Sure, what is resolution for Cancer in their read? Five of Cups. The pain still sits. It's going to fester for a while. I understand that because, again, you had so much high hopes for whatever this was, but it destroyed for reasons outside of your control. And eventually, when we get around to accepting that, we can also find what we need to for ourselves. Give yourself the space to just be sad for once. Nine of Swords, nightmare and anxiety. What will I do now? You do. Keep going. Because you found it once and you can't find it again. I promise you. If you could dedicate all your effort, even to something that blew up in your face, then take that energy, not that tragedy. Underneath it all, Eight of Wands, direct communication. You are pushing yourself forward. I have to try. So what are we looking at in terms of your read, Cancer? Yeah, some prior or former occupation just went completely south, and you were left with the reality of, oh crap, what do we do now? We do. We find what's right for us. We take the lessons, we take the experience, and we move forward. I think for what it's worth, even as you deal with the struggles of whatever, the remnants of that entire dynamic, we can still sit with, you know what, when I get myself up, when I get myself emotionally right, I can trust in the unknown. I'm going to make those leaps that I wouldn't have been able to make if this didn't happen. It's time for me to trust chance and have faith. I'm looking at somebody who, I put a lot of happiness and a lot of hope and effort into this, but that isn't the totality of me. It's not the greatest right now, but it's also not the sum of everything that could be. And that's the hope that I hope that you keep with yourself, Cancer, as we move forward. That's why I have in your read today. Hope this conversation helped. And that's a toughie, but so are you. Trust in your shell and trust your ability to walk on the beach. Cry, people. I'll see you around, okay?